Decisions. Do I go for Obamacare or the ACA, the Affordable Care Act? Let me think about this for a minute. DT, he don't like Obamacare. No, he's going to get rid of it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go for the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, I'll fill in those forms tomorrow. That'll do, yeah. Yeah, I'll be right then. Just in case old DT, Donald Trump, well, gets rid of Obamacare. He says he's going to replace it, you see. With a sketch of a plan, or something like that. Anyway, whatever it might have been. Anyway, before I get into it, we must kind and poop the old like button. Well, unfortunately, for a whole load of people, I can't believe we're still talking about this, and I can't believe, well, I can actually, come to think about it. They're a bit like Brexiters, aren't they, in the UK? They ain't that bright. In fact, they're either ignorant or stupid. They seem to think they are two separate things. Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act. But they're not. They're the same thing. But unfortunately, there are some numpties out there who still think they are different. Because Donald Trump pretty much told them so. You see, these people who get up there on the old podiums and spout all this rubbish are dangerous. They really are dangerous. And they really need to be removed. And I know you got, well, the First Amendment and what have you. Well, fair enough. But this is where the government should really step up. Such as the police come in and say, well, no, you are being, well, you're misinforming the people. You're lying to the people. Well, that's a straightforward lie, isn't it? When he tells us that we'll get rid of Obamacare. It's all like deception, illusion, what have you. Misdirection. Well, unfortunately for a whole load of MAGA, we've been there before. 7 years ago when, well, Donald Trump was president-elect. He was going to get rid of Obamacare. He didn't, did he? There wasn't really any way for him to do so. Well, I think we might be witnessing a different type of government who don't really give diddly squat in regards to the laws or the Constitution. Well, 7 years ago, this was said. Oh, crikey. What a numpty.
Right. Why do you like the Affordable Care Act more than Obamacare?
Because I don't like Obama.
But you like the Affordable Care Act?
Yeah.
What if I told you Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same thing? We're talking about health care with people out here today.
Tight.
Do you support Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
You know, I'm kind of like... Can you repeat the question?
Sure, yeah. With health care, do you support Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act when it comes to health care?
I guess... I mean, Obama's pretty tight, so I guess I'd probably go with Obama.
Sure.
Yeah.
How stoned are you right now?
Pretty stoned.
Right.
Pretty stoned. Well, this was 7 years ago. Now, there are other clips out there, but the quality is so bad. It's like TikTok kind of screenshot videos. There's loads of them out there, all the same kind of thing. And people still haven't got it. For the last month, they've been sort of like, huh? Shocked that they could end up losing their health care. And they voted for him. What's that say about these people? I know I can say, are they stupid? Yes, they are. Quite clearly. Leave in the comments down below. Now, Obamacare came in. Oh, let's not call it Obamacare. It's an Affordable Care Act. That is the problem. It's hadn't been nicknamed. It's been, and there's a negative association with Trump supporters about Obama because he was a black man. Yeah. Apparently not even born in a country called the Donald Trump. Well, basically, they're racist. Just like we had in the UK with Brexit. The majority of Brexit voters voted on the basis of racism. Migration. We can remember all the stuff you guys and gals were saying who voted for Brexit. We can remember, we know. And we're never going to forget. No. You can keep telling me, oh, you lot, get over it. Well, actually, we all won. If you think you've won, because if we're going to get all these benefits, just like the Trump supporters and the Democrats, if their lives end up being better, but they won't, well, they've won as well. So quite frankly, as far as the Brexit is concerned, because the fact that we've already realised that Brexit has failed, it was always going to fail, it's in its DNA, well then you are the losers as well, same as the Trump supporters are the losers. To win, you expect to have something to gain. Maybe crossing the line and getting cheered and whatever, and getting your prize. What prize did you get when the Brexit vote went through? What prize did you get when Donald Trump became the president-elect? There weren't no prizes because there was nothing to win. They're the booby prize. It's not much of a prize, is it? For Christ's sake. When are people going to wake up? There's going to be a lot of people. If he gets rid of Obamacare, or the Affordable Care Act, I did it again, the Affordable Care Act, the ACA, well then, there's going to be a whole load of young adults under 26 years old who won't be able to be covered under their parents' insurance. Their Affordable Care Act. So it includes all that, encompasses all that, you see. It's mind-numbing. It really is mind-numbing how dumb some people are. Now, it's not as though we haven't been around. I just showed you a video clip of 7 years ago. The last time we were at the same point as we are now, and they're still going on about it. They're still not going on about the real, well, for some people, it's never going to click. Just like tariffs, there's people out there still think tariffs are going to be paid for by China, for instance. But no, it's not the case. It'll be paid for by the importer. And that's just fact. It's just counting. So there's a lot of people out there who have voted for something that's against their best interests. They really have, big time. And the damage that is going to be done, we've seen it in the UK with Brexit. Huge amount of damage has been done, which has made it virtually impossible to rejoin the European Union or join the European Union again. Not without some major overhauls. Because I signed up to a whole load of deals that basically would avoid us from joining the European Union anytime soon. So it's going to take a very long time. Now, Donald Trump, he professes to know everything. He's going to make everything better. He's going to deal with migration. He's going to deal with inflation. He's going to deal with the cost of eggs, the price of eggs. He's going to lay them for you. But they'll be orange eggs, I'll tell you. Blimey. People fall for it. And the government has already started imploding. With Laura Loomer, that crazy psychopathic influencer on you. Oh, God, what she's on these days, probably Rumble. But she's been travelling around with Donald Trump. Probably his fluffer, maybe. You know what I mean? Well, it's like leopards eating their faces, isn't it? It really is. It's like leopards eating their faces. Shooting yourself in your own foot or face. Voting against your own best interests. When it was clear and obvious, and even Donald Trump told you on numerous occasions what he was about. But, the The maggots out there, the maggots. They were so far down that tunnel. Narrow-minded, narrow vision. Not lateral thinkers at all. Actually, the fact is they're just bottom feeders. Yeah, knuckle draggers. It's not about education, because this is just common sense. It doesn't need to be about education. They are full of so much hate towards anyone that is different to them. Whether it be somebody who's got a black or Asian face, Middle Eastern face. It's quite sad, really. And then you obviously got the trans debate as well. It's just nuts. But you see, nicknames are easy to drum into people's heads. No, Obamacare was a nickname. Anyway, please beat the old like button. And subscribe to the channel. If you're a sports channel, got a Patreon or buy us a coffee, I think I need one. Oh, that I do. Anyway, the link's down below. Toodaloo. Blimey.